here is part 3. I don't know what cycle should be happening. Okay, so there you go. What I'm going to do now is shut off AC2. I got a relay that tripped inside the home panel, and I think one did in the DP3. So somebody's talking to somebody, okay? And I'm going to take the charge panel out, or the charge cable, and put it in one, and I'm going to lock it in place. Lock it in place. Okay, and I'm going to turn one on. All right, we had a click in the, sorry, I'm not a photographer. The relay in the home panel clicked. We're now getting a green blinking light. And nothing is happening, of course, on the DP3. So there's no reason why this shouldn't be working. It worked. Remember, it worked until I had the home panel put in October 1st, 25. And I've been having the DP3 plugged in since February 2025. It worked just fine. I used the 120 volt outlets to run some devices just so I could run the battery down a little bit and make sure she would come back and charge from the grid. You saw that when I plugged it into the grid and I disconnected this cable here, it charged fine. But of course, that's not providing power to the home panel. So there you have it. I don't know why. No, that's fine. The relay inside, there you go. Relay inside the home panel is tripping. I'm going to shut that off. I'm going to, shut the DP3 off as well. So there, she's shut off now. And I'm going to take this loose one more time. And put it back into, I'm going to lock it in place. There, she's locked in place. I'm going to turn the DP3 back on. There she comes. And I'm going to turn the AC2 on. So it's green, the relay tripped. And one tripped in the DP3 as well. A smaller one, obviously. So this time, you see it's not charging. Previously in the videos I've sent you, it worked differently. This went ahead, the home panel went into charge mode, but you just got a couple of watts coming in, 25 or 35, and then it would reduce down to 16 and stop taking a charge at all. So I don't know which unit is broken, but I'll tell you one more time. I've had the DP3 since February 25, and I had it plugged into the grid, and I used 120 volt output on it very effectively. The home panel, I had the home panel installed in October 1st, 2025. On October 2nd, I had to call technical support because first of all, I didn't have the cables hooked up right. We did that and we downloaded all of the most recent firmware builds that were there, and the system just simply did not work. So after that, in our conversation, I got a call back. I think I was talking to Tony, and Tony said that technical support would push a new firmware build to me, and I might not get it for 24 hours. And he was absolutely right. On October the 3rd, one day after I talked to Tony, I received a push and had a new firmware to load only to the smart home panel. And when I loaded it, everything worked exactly right. And after that, I hooked up my home smart generator. The system worked exactly as it's supposed to. And then about 2 weeks ago, I got a notice that there was a new firmware build available for the smart home. And I loaded that, and ever since, the system has not worked. This morning, I saw that I had new builds, firmware builds for the smart panel and the DP3. I downloaded them, and I can send you a screenshot if you don't believe me, but they are, it says everything is updated. My app shows that they updated. I watched them update. The home panel updated first, and then the DP3. And now what you've seen in all this time watching these videos is how the system is not working. And the only other thing I want to show you, and this will be no surprise because apparently we're not getting communications between the home panel and the DP3. So if I go here to the grid and I shut the grid off, watch what happens. We go dark. And there is no transition. Now we got a red light over here, which we'd expect, but we have nothing happening inside the home panel to switch over to battery power. And so everything in the house has gone off. That's not what we're expecting from this. Now here comes the lights back on. Okay, the relay tripped in the home panel, and there she goes. Now she's getting power from the grid, and all of the circuits inside here are now being powered. Nothing is happening here. The AC2 came on by itself, but it's just blinking. We're not getting a charge out of it. I don't know what the DP3 is telling the home panel or what the home panel is telling DP3. Obviously, they are not communicating. Gentlemen, here's what I would like. I'm an industrial designer. I packaged plastic parts and electronics for 40 years. I have a master's degree from North Carolina State University in industrial design. I also taught there as a professor. So I'm not stupid. And I know that this should be working better. The build quality that you have here, I compliment everybody that had anything to do with it, is absolutely perfect. And as I said, at one time, it was working great. Now, you know, I spent literally thousands of dollars, over $5,000 for the panel, for the DP3, and for the home generator. So I'm here standing, I don't have the $5,000, you have my $5,000, and I don't have anything that works. And so let's see what okay, so here we are, we're at 77. Remember, it's set for charging to start at 95%. It is not charging. It is not charging. And I have demonstrated that if I take, I will shut the AC2 off. There you go, you heard the relay click. And I'll unplug this connector and I'll go back and plug in the grid, starting with the connection on the back of the unit and putting it into the outlet. There you go. And I'll come back around to the front and we see that it is starting to charge. So that part of it works fine. The only other problem is that I'm not getting power from the 120, okay? So I'll take the same shop tool that I had before. I'm gonna set it down, pick up the cord, and I will plug it in a previously. Okay, that's very good. At least I'm getting power out of the front of it. In earlier videos that I shot, that did not happen. I could get no power out of it, but at least we're getting power out of the front right now. Let me further that experiment. I will take it off the grid. Okay, it's out of the grid. Charging has now stopped. And hang on. That's the light on my phone is coming on. Let me see. We're stuck with that for now. That's okay. It doesn't stay on. Interestingly, when it's not plugged in to the home panel, it seems like, let me shut that off. All right, so it's shut off. You heard the relay. I'm gonna unplug it. And I'm gonna try and turn this back on. Now it won't, now it shuts off. Oh, there it is, it's staying on. And so that tells me I should be able to get 120 volts out of it. And I'm sure that's true. Here we go. Okay, so I don't know what else to tell you. I'm sorry that I had to put 3 videos together to get all the information to you. This has been going on for maybe 2 to 3 weeks. You can look at my case number, which you have, because I'm William, R-A-T as in Tom, H-B as in boy, U-N as in Nancy. William Rathbun. I'm in North Carolina, USA. My phone number is 919-395-8715. And I guess that's about all I have to tell you right now, except that I swear, if you don't get me working pretty soon, I am going to start an ad campaign against EcoFlow. And I am going to put these videos online so that everybody in the world can see them. I know how to do websites, and I don't mind doing 4, 5, or 6 different websites. So when anybody searches EcoFlow, they'll find all my bad information, and I will put up stuff on Facebook, Instagram, and all over YouTube, so that people will not buy EcoFlow products. I'm sorry. I'm an industrial designer. I know how all of this stuff works. I know that there's engineers. I know there's software guys and programmers. You guys need to figure this out. It's not rocket science. It's complicated. I understand it. You guys have done a good job. I'm expecting something out of you, or I'm going to get very, very negative and start a promotion to work against the credibility of EcoFlow. I'm sorry to say that, because I otherwise like your products. I hope you can help me soon. Thank you.